Good morning.
Good morning.
We are so excited that you are with us today.
I got the hat on again, when the hair's not cooperating.
Her hair looks great. We're just gonna... She's getting used to it. The in-between, the new hairdo, that's where she is right now. So, we know how that can be. But thank you for joining us. We're gonna pause for a few minutes, let some of you guys jump on.
Come on in.
And we're gonna discuss female friendships. We need them.
So necessary.
Enough said.
So necessary. I want to start with this energy. We're talking about female energy. This energy that was going on this weekend. Remy Ma.
Yes, that did happen.
Remy Ma versus no one
Nicki
actually,
Minaj.
but she's waiting on the Nicki Minaj. Yo, hip hop is not dead. Hip hop is not dead. I know there's a lot of hip hop heads out there.
Yep.
Listen, OMG. Now we want the female, we don't want the drama.
Yes. We're not coming for nobody's head right now.
But sometimes it's like that, apparently. Apparently. But OMG, New York was on fire. I can't believe it. Oh, Young M.A. too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, she's got some fire going on right now. So the female energy is real right now. The female energy is real right now. These men can't hold a candle to these bars that I was hearing this weekend. I don't know what happened this weekend, but
I must say I didn't hear it, but Jermaine was listening to it, and he, who does not even like female rappers, was like, "Yo,
have to give respect where respect
exactly.
You have to."
He was like, "Wow, she killed it." So I was like, "Okay."
But that doesn't mean that my girl can't come back.
I know. So,
because y'all forget, before all the hip of the pop and the pop stuff, and she's kind of fierce. So I'm not gonna give up on my Trinidad girl just yet.
No, that's sometimes the little competition that you need to step your game up a little bit. But
yes. And it's pushing us into our Women's Month this next month.
Yes.
It's starting us off right.
Plans.
So let's go with the female energy. Thank you, New York, for stepping it up. And let's go. Hip hop's not dead.
So amped.
Yes. Good morning to everyone checking in.
Good morning. Yeah. Okay. So we wanted to start. Close out our month of February. We were talking about relationships and love all month, and we can't ignore the need and the importance of having female friendships.
It's so important.
It's beyond necessary. And we know how life gets. You start a family, you're working full time, and who has time to hang out? Who has time to make these dates and coordinate everybody's schedule and nobody can agree and all of this stuff? It just becomes such an effort sometimes to just get a little 2-hour gathering with your girls. But and then people give up. Like, they just sweep it under the table, and then you just focus your energy on, okay, well, I guess I'm older now. Maybe I don't need to hang out with the girls as much.
Friends, BFFs, that's for them kids.
No.
They got time for that. I don't got time for these little games.
No sleepovers, no partying all day. None of that, right? And then we just focus on our families and, we try to make our husbands our best friends and treat them like our female counterparts. And I had a few slap in the faces for trying to deal with that. Like,
let's put that out there. Is your husband your best friend? And I see this everywhere.
Oh yeah,
it's all over online.
It's like commonly written.
Yes,
it's like,
your husband is your best friend. No, I don't think so.
No, he's your friend. He's
your friend.
To be your friend.
Yes,
you guys need to be for each other. That's it. You're going through life together. You need to be each other.
And that friendship,
good friends.
The basis of your relationship being a friendship is amazing. Yes, but that can't take away from what you have with a female. There's things that do you think? Okay, next question. Do you think you should tell your husband everything?
Yeah. So, same thing. Like, you get to this point, like you're so comfortable, and you're,
Yes.
let me tell you,
Yes.
and then in the middle of you going is like a,
yes.
what'd you just say?
Right. And I'm telling you about my girl and what she was doing, and she had, she slept with this guy, and you hanging out with hoes? What?
Yeah, all of a sudden you got judgments on your friends.
And your boys is doing all of what they're doing.
But it's a double standard.
You're talking about my girl and she's a hoe. How you hanging out with her? Because she's... Listen to the sirens.
Yep, just stop. Stop talking.
No, don't tell these men all your business. No.
No.
And when you having a fight with him and whatever, and you can't talk every dot and dash with him what you really want to say, can you? No. You better not.
Yeah. Like I said, it comes back to in your face. Like, really? That's how you really feel? And like, why are you judging me? It's an opinion about something else. Like, why? But we view life differently. Mm-hmm. Men relate to the world differently and relate to each other different than how they relate, men to women. Mm-hmm. So when we sit there and try to make our husbands, like we do our girlfriends, and we're telling them all the gossip and they're like, it's a level that doesn't quite connect as when you're telling your girl, about.
Let us know. Do you tell your husband every single thing, every dot and dash? And half the time
they're not listening. They're not listening to the details that are so important to the story.
Or they're trying to fix whatever. Oh, you need to do the... Wait, hold on.
No,
I didn't ask you to fix
it. I'm just telling you.
I'm venting.
Yeah.
I need to get this
I don't
out.
think I get the venting part.
No.
They feel like they have to tell you.
Thank you, Judith. Hell no. That's one for the hell no. Exactly.
Or you have to do something to remedy the situation. Yes. Or the reason you're venting is because
you're lost. You don't know what to do.
So let me tell you how to do it.
I don't. No. Thanks, but no thanks. No, I don't. So not every time you need something. I'm just telling you about the crazy that happened, and I just need to get that out. Call your girlfriend, police, because that right there.
And that's the thing. Okay, with us, we do need to. That's how we're communicators, right? So a lot of times when I'm venting, I haven't worked it out yet. I haven't worked out what I need to do. I just need whatever this is I'm feeling real quick to just help here, right? Am I wrong for feeling how I feel? Like, I need somebody to help me with this understanding of what happened.
And they're like, what?
And you ever had that situation? You're riled up and they're just like, I don't see what the big deal is.
Yes.
What?
But your girl will see what the big deal is for sure. Yes, you need that female energy. It's so crazy. Important. It's so important. Yes, they come back and throw it in your face. Thank you, Fiona. They always throw it in your face.
Right.
So you gotta limit that. Limit that conversation. Just say what needs to be said and what doesn't. Same thing with your girlfriends. You can't tell your girlfriends every dot and dash about what happens with your husband. Don't do that either.
No,
don't do that either.
I learned that early. I learned that real early because I had, what was it, like college, and I would be telling every detail, every fight, So your girl all of a sudden, it's like, you got my girl mad, you doing her dirty, you doing all this stuff, and now they're your bodyguards. Now they want to fight. But I'm like, if I'm not fighting, you should just...
Well, why you with him? Why you still with him? How you
all of that. You don't need that in your ear at all. No, church and state.
Some things you gotta just swallow and sit with and pray about and deal with, because you can't really tell your husband every dot and dash. You can't tell your girls every dot and dash. I'm just sorry. Yes, I agree.
So Chrisana pointed out her point that she does not agree with that idea that your husband's your best friend. I feel like he's your best male friend. Like, they're different friendships,
There's different types of friendships.
Yeah.
That's what I think. There are different types of friendships.
Right.
So with that going on, I don't care that my husband's my best friend. There's different types of friendships. And yes, you should have a friendship with your husband. Yes. Not the only one. You have to have the female energy, I think.
Yeah, and you feel it. For example, okay, you have your child's your close friends that you've had for years. But life happens, so things are busy. We have to jump through hoops just to get together, right? But, those friendships, when you finally do get together, it's like no time passed. And you feel refreshed. Like
yes.
You're coming in, you're laughing, you're carefree, you're just that energy.
Yes.
You need that. You need those periods where you could just let it go. You're not in mom mode. Mm-hmm. You're not in wife mode. These are roles we play. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And to just go be with your girls and just let it loose, come on.
And then you start talking to them and you realize you're not the only one going through the crazy. You're going through the crazy too. Oh!
But we just haven't found time to talk about it.
Yes. Even women groups at church or other places where women gather, it's necessary.
It is.
It's necessary.
And it's just like an undercurrent of support, I feel. Like, we in this together, yo. Let's go.
Yes. You need that. You need that validation of your sometimes.
Yeah.
And
it's like, you shouldn't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't brush aside my feelings.
You totally dismiss.
Yeah, like, what fine, just say you don't understand. Mm-hmm. But don't be like, no, you shouldn't be like that. Like, what?
Yes.
Okay. But, so
you were saying there's friendships that you have from a long time ago, like from childhood, and sometimes you get together and it's all good, and sometimes you're like, we're not on the same page anymore.
Which does happen, but we're creatures of habit, right? So where we're comfortable, what we're used to, it's very hard to put ourselves out there and force ourselves to change it up, right? Especially with friendship. I find that it's super, super hard making new friends as an adult, right? Yeah, I just...
Yes.
Why is it so hard?
I don't know. But we could tell about our friendship, how that evolved. This is a very new, what people said they didn't realize.
Yeah, they were like, you guys look like you've been friends for years. We met last year. Just last year we met. And it was one of those, just sheer coincidence, I'll say, but I don't believe coincidences with God. I believe He's moving things in order.
Exactly.
And I went through like a period of just being alone, because nobody, like my friends from childhood are in different phases of their lives. Like I'm married, I have kids, and a lot of them are still single, and just no, I can't go shopping all day Saturday, and no, I can't. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of that, and then it was just like I don't feel bad anymore.
You don't have the energy either.
Like I would try, and I still try on occasion, but you got to work within my parameters. If you want me to hang out, please give me a couple weeks notice, and so I can organize a babysitter and work out.
Couple days.
Nah, I need a week or two.
Okay.
To try to make it happen. And so I went through a season where now I was no longer working full time and I was home. So I was just lonely. I was home with my baby, with my new baby, and everybody, that was my routine. Get the kids off to school. Now I'm with the baby. What do I do with myself? And I'm working business stuff, but it is just lonely. Like those frustrating moments. I can't really talk to my husband, tell him that I'm frustrated about being home, because then he'd be like, "This was your decision." So, you know what I mean?
No validation of feelings.
Nothing. It was just like, you made this choice, so. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I'm home, but I can't hang out with nobody. It was just this lonely period. So yeah, I was praying about good friendships and something along these lines. And then it was our sons.
Our kids, yeah.
Yeah, our sons were in the same class last year. And I just kept hearing my son talk about this other... Can I say his name?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, her son Josiah, and I was just like, who's this kid that you're always on Xbox with, that you're always talking to? How come you don't invite him over? And he was like, oh, can I? Like, it just hadn't occurred to him. So I was just like, yeah, I want to see who this new person is.
I'm like, come over, this. I can't start with these dates or coming over, and I don't want to have to talk to the mother and deal with all of that.
I went through years of this.
I can't.
Because I was I'm not going to say I'm very naive, but I'm very optimistic. So when my kids started having play dates, I'd be like, oh, I'm going to be friends with the mom. And I would go to all these play dates, and it was just this awkward, weird, our only connection is our kids. And it was just like, okay, well, it's great meeting you. And when they were younger, you had to stay there.
Right.
Like, I'm not just going to drop my kid off at some new mom's house and just... So I'm like, hey, and we're making conversation. It just didn't feel right. I was like, whatever. So they're older now, and I was, we had the conversation, hey, just talking, and
he kept bothering me. Like,
finally worked that out.
Can we go? And I'm like, I don't want to go.
I didn't know she didn't want to go. She called me like, hey, so when, blah, blah, blah. Because I worked out the details.
I felt like...
But apparently she was dreading it.
Yes. I don't want to do this. This, I don't want to do.
But yeah, when we met, it was like, she dropped her son off, and then we just ended up talking at the doorway. Like, we weren't even...
She had a baby. I love mommies with babies. Like, you have a baby?
Yeah.
So we just start talking.
It was like 2 months. Yeah, I just had my youngest, and we were just talking. Come to find out, we're in the same position. She's home because she just made her business decision to step away from her career. I stepped away from my career, and we were like, trying to make it on our own. And I was like, what is this?
It was too much on the same scene.
That's why I'm like, God, I don't know what you're doing, but you're orchestrating something. And that was our first meeting, but we were just,
Right. But our kids were upset. Why are you still here? I thought you were just dropping me off. Why are you still here? Why y'all talking so much? And I'm like, what?
Yep. I still got that. Even last week. Like, why are you best friends with my friend? My friend's mom. I'm like, I can't be friends. Like, isn't that better for you? Then you get more occasions to hang out. But yeah.
But yes,
can't listen to them.
So, friendships, you can start new friendships, and it works. And you can have your old friendships, and that works too. But no friendships.
That's just a clue, like, maybe start putting yourself out there a little bit more. And these, online things, as well as different, start looking at your interests. Are there local interests, activities that are happening, that you could go and participate in?
See, now that's really putting yourself out there.
That is like, hey,
you should do it. You can do it.
You can do it.
If you want to do it. There's a lot of mommy groups that really work for moms that are home with their new babies.
Yes.
And
I even just found one at the libraries. The libraries are awesome for this stuff. So I just happened to be at the library one day, doing paperwork, and they were having a toddler, sing-along nursery thing at the same time. So I was like, oh, and went in, and these moms come every week, and I was like, oh.
Meanwhile, she ain't go back again. That's a whole nother story. But you need to get back over there. Her son loved it.
He did love it. No, I was going to go, but then it had a snow day, and then,
And then life happened. But you got to get back over there.
I will, because he was just like... Other babies?
Yes.
Because his other siblings are way older than him.
Yes.
And so he was just like stunned and like loving other babies. Mind you, he was the baby walking around kissing everybody. But he had so much fun. So I'm going to bring him back.
So other things, the friendships for when things go really bad in life. So...
Now, okay, before we get there, I just want to make sure we encourage you guys, whether it's old friendships, new friendships, you have to make the time and effort to go hang out with your girlfriends. You need it. I know it requires, if hubby's not cooperating, a babysitter. Demand it. This is my time. I'm going to go hang out with my girls.
You feel so much better.
Yeah.
You feel good. You feel
and you come back again. It's one of those things. You need that refreshing time with your friends, and come back to your day-to-day with a new outlook, and still carrying that joy from that occasion that you just you just had. So make the time, ladies.
Yes,
we need each other.
We've talked about spending time with the kids. We've talked about spending time with your significant others. Now we're talking about spending time with your friends. Of course, always paramount spending time with you.
Yes.
Paramount spending time with yourself. But you have to, it's an effort that you have to push. It's not easy. Lord knows. But so I was saying about these friendships, how they come in so handy. So some of you know that my mom passed, and it was just so abrupt and so crazy, and I was so out of it. And my friends, like I have a base of high school friends, which is not really normal, but God bless them. And they just rallied around and helped with everything that I needed to get done. And because, we're just walking around in a fog. Yeah. But they were so helpful at that point. And that's what you want.
That's awesome.
When you're at your lowest,
yep.
you want people to just rally around and do what they got to do. So, old friendships, I haven't had some new relationships I had made at work. And it was just like, people just like helped. And the female energy was everything. Okay, my husband was everything at that time, thank you, Lord. But the female energy was so wonderful too. So, we want to foster those things for happy times, sad times, any kind of times. We want to really try to foster this relationships.
Right. And now Althea is bringing up the point that, okay, if you find yourself in that period where you're without that group of girlfriends, you're in that, transitioning. I call it a transitioning
definitely
period, because it's like the old friendships, either you move, some people moved away, so you can't. So you have the old friendships that aren't as close, and then you haven't really found your new fit where you are. And like we said, you gotta just kind of put yourself out there.
You have to put yourself out there. You were saying about the online stuff.
Yeah, so like even our group here is a virtual,
a good
support
idea,
group.
yeah.
A lot of people are realizing that they're closer than they thought. Yeah, it's virtual, but come to find out, somebody lives a few blocks away from here. But you would never know. Nobody's like walking around, and you would never know. So a lot of groups have meetups, or you can connect with people just going back and forth within our group, and different groups online, school groups. I'm in a bunch of groups on Facebook. Facebook is very good with groups by your interest. So you can just search interests and start connecting that way. I'm trying to think, what's another way? So yeah, like the virtual hangouts, the local activities.
Through your kids.
Use
them.
Because honestly, they kind of end up running your schedule after a while. Basketball, their activities, make an effort to communicate with the parents who do that, because you're going to see them.
Just be on your phone,
which we do,
and not
because it's easier.
Engage. Yeah,
it is easier, and it's like, I'm in a new place. I feel awkward. Let me just go out, say hello, make the effort. I'm Tommy's mom, and introduce yourself. Some people are receptive, some aren't, but you keep putting yourself out there.
Yes.
And I know how it goes. If you've been burned in a female friendship before, you're like, forget this.
Yes, because
it's
it
not
can be
worth
very
it.
hurtful, and it just doesn't even make sense. Why put myself through that again?
But let me encourage you. We need friendships. Our lives are fuller when we have all these different relationships. And I'm not saying have an entourage of just to say that I have a group of friends. No, I've always been, quality over quantity. I've always been like two, three good people, and I'm good. I'm rolling deep wherever I need to go. I'm going. I don't need the whole popularity, anything. But that's what you need. You need a close inner circle of good quality people. But yeah, and that goes to the point I want to make about adult friendships. They're very important, but and even for me, like I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm over just because I knew you. You know what I mean? Just because we used to hang out and we have a commonality of going to the same high school or going to whatever, or our husbands are friends.
Right.
That becomes common too.
Oh yeah, because
you kind of have to hang out, but it doesn't make you on the same page with these other wives or girlfriends. It does not. I'm good in the sense that I could socialize anywhere, but more than likely we're not going to be hanging out.
Right.
And it is what it is. It's not saying anything. We're all different.
So sometimes you have to put limitations on your old relationships. Like, you talk, you don't say every dot and dash what's going on in your life. You just keep it pretty surface.
Right.
Or you have to cut some of these relationships off because it's not doing anything for you.
No, you're so right. You're so right.
I kind of want to stay by myself. Okay.
No, she's just saying that so she stays to herself because other relationships weren't what they should have been. And we get to that point. It's like, it's more comfortable here. But we have to push ourselves out of our comfort zone and to go after what we need. We may not know we want it, but we do under the surface. We really want these friendships. Sometimes you want to go get a girl date and mani-pedis or lunch and things like that to step out of the family structure.
Yes.
To step aside from it.
Yes.
Completely. And yes, if you have like sisters and things like that, and it's still separating from that too. Complete family separation. Because yes, family, they have like, the benefit of, knowing the family nuances and the drama that's going on, but sometimes you want to
get away from that
separation from it. And it's just good to build yourself up in that way and have that support outside of your family structure. But I want to encourage you guys, when you are making these new friendships, to go after good quality friendships. I've had I guess it's a blessing of going through different female groups, and it's also in not knowing myself. So it's like, do I fit here? Do I fit here? And trying different. Yes, I feel you. I've been there, but I love being home with Jesus.
You can't just stay home with Jesus, girl.
I was there for a long time, and that's still the start of my day. Jesus is my foundation, so I start my mornings in solitude with God, and He wants you to have full
fellowship.
There you go. That is the word. It's just, it makes your life more robust.
Yes, more
it really does.
You need it.
You do. So don't discount.
But like she said, you need quality relationships. Sometimes we get in relationships, they use us. They suck us dry for money or your time, your emotions. I mean, you want to have quality.
Right. And exactly, we're not just accepting just a body, just company. Same thing with relationships.
Yes.
Like, we're not just accepting you because you're there, right? And certain things, like girl friendships had to come later on in life for me because I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
I grew up with all boys, and so relating to girls, it was just like, I don't understand what all this is about. Like, can we just chill? I found that I was either in competition. I'm not in competition, but for some reason they saw me as competition, or they didn't. It was just this weird energy. So I didn't get. I always had guy friends up until I had a serious boyfriend, which did not like guy friends. And I was like, wait a second. And his point was, guys and girls cannot be friends. So that was his stance. Like,
that's a good question too to put out there. Can guys and girls be friends?
Platonic friends. Do you believe that? I found that yes, for periods, but then I would have these other awkward periods with the same friends that all of a sudden now they're interested in you having a relationship with you. I'm like, but we were just yesterday. We were just hanging out, chilling, like.
It can happen. You can have platonic relationships. It just takes a special people to do it. I think for the most part, there's some undertones sometimes.
Right? And you have to walk this fine line.
That people don't want to deal with.
And for me, I was like, I value, my husband's stance, more than some friendship that wasn't that close in the first place, right? So I was just like, and I don't want to have to navigate this weird, murky, we're just friends, right? Oh, but I'm kind of attracted to you. And see, we don't want that. We don't want those weird spaces where, it can lead to issues with your spouse. That's my stance on it. I don't want anything clouding or him second guessing anything about me. So I was just like, whatever, it's not worth it. I'm cool with, the girlfriends that I do have. And so it kind of urged me to foster
female relationships.
Female relationships, and to find that it's necessary. We need our female friendships because we don't relate to men the same way.
And I'm not saying there's problems, but there's this whole this whole theme out there that girls don't get along, they so catty. Women just can't get along. I don't believe that either.
I don't believe that either. I do feel like there are some women that either haven't taken time to know themselves, and so they find that I've had friendship where, like I said, it's a silent competition. Everything I do, you're trying to one up me, and I'm like, I'm not, or if I'm
hating.
Yes,
just
like,
hating.
but why? And you never really notice it. Like I think I noticed something. Like I remembered something the other day, and they have to throw shade. Like it's like something kind of negative they have to say about you. They're not directly insulting you, but it's something not positive in a way.
Yeah. And so, those are the friendships you either get rid of or you limit.
Right.
So I'm not saying these people don't exist and these relationships don't exist, but it's not the complete and totality of women and their relationships.
No, some people do. No, Fiona, I'm saying for me personally, I find that it worked better for me not to have guy friendships. But yeah, I do know other women that still have guy friends.
Definitely, I don't think anything's wrong with it.
Yeah. So I haven't
had like that close male relationship.
Yeah,
I just haven't had it.
Tracy shade. So true though. Like, and you're like, but why? Did I say something? Did I rub you the wrong way? Like, why did? And I'm very. I always pick up on these things, but after the fact, like I'm thinking, I keep going, and then when I get home, I was like, that was not nice.
Yes,
what
exactly.
you said.
Limit.
And so here are some things I want you guys to pick up on your radar, pretty much. So, and you feel it within yourselves. At least for me, and honestly, something's not settled. Like something's unsettling in that relationship. Cue into it. Like don't ignore it. No, none of that anymore. So anybody who's in competition for some odd reason, whether they're overtly doing it. You bought something, so they bought the same thing, but in a different whatever, and they're saying it's nicer. Or, your whatever, it looks like that, but mine looks like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a constant back and forth or competing sort of thing. And just notice who's around when those high times become low times in your life. We're all going to go through difficulties in life. Right? So that is a true friend, ride or die indicator that, when you're up, all these people around you want to hang out. When, you lost your job and things ain't going so well for you and blah, blah. Who are you calling?
Exactly.
Who's no longer answering your calls? Who's all of a sudden missing from your circle? Couldn't ride that storm with you? Okay. And honestly, it's so hurtful. It just adds. It's like being kicked while you're down. It really is. Because okay, it's my good friend, and all of a sudden,
nothing.
Crickets. Yeah. So and it's just like, all right, I gotta ride the storm out myself, and and who knows? They might reappear, but I would not allow that. me, I was like, but where were you though? So it's there for you to just be aware of and change what you need to change. Like she said, boundaries. Yep. Cut some people off if they try to come back in, and it's just.
I think sometimes when we're looking for a relationship, like we're looking for a boyfriend, we're looking for a husband, there's certain things, expectations, and certain things that we look for. But it's the same thing in female relationships too. There's emotionally abusive relationships that we stay in.
Yes.
And we're like, why are we putting so
you feel
energy
drained.
in there? Completely drained. Why are you putting energy into that relationship and it's not giving anything to you?
Right.
But you also got to be a good friend too.
Right. See, okay, if you're the one, sucking from everybody else, be the one,
you gotta be a good friend too.
Give and take.
That's the relationship. It has to go like this.
Right.
It can't be you always giving. Can I get $10? Can I have $500? It can't be you always take it either. Money messes up lots of relationships.
True.
All the time.
Good point that you bring that up.
Yeah.
But yes, that is so true. So yeah, as she was saying that, just like with any love, it's like, okay, give it out and give out, and that's what you'll receive back. But you still have to be aware and have your feelers up.
Yes.
But it's out there for you guys. Don't be disheartened. I want to encourage you guys to go after good quality friendships.
They're out there.
They are out there, and yeah, we need them. We need them. So it's worth the effort. It really is. On that note, did you want to say anything else?
I don't think so.
I wanted to introduce, because it's been something that's been on my mind for like a couple months. Like I said, there are people, a lot of us are in the local Long Island or New York City area, and I wanted to gauge interest if the moms of our group are willing to do like a coffee meetup. I was thinking somewhere on Long Island for the first one, and then if that goes well, we can do one closer
Because one of
to
our
NYC.
members suggested, she was like, she really relates to a lot of what we discussed.
Yes.
And she suggested, what is her name?
Molly.
Yes.
Molly Wood. She's part of our group here. But it was one of those things. It's on my radar, and then it's like,
and then she
somebody
confirmed it. Molly confirmed.
yeah. So it's
everything
just
we
like,
were
yes, I'm sure some of you guys are local and would like to meet up. And basically, we're just offering to be the facilitators of, introducing you guys to the other mothers in your group that you don't know are in your area and are probably on your same wavelength. So let us know. Definitely on this video if you would be interested. I'm going to start later on, probably in the next week or so. See what days works best for people to meet up during the week or on the weekend. But thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
We are wrapping this month of love. I'm telling you, just give it out. Be
and it'll come
that
right
overflowing love
bucket.
it
It'll come right back.
It will.
Put it out.
We need more love in the world. You know that. And then next month, like she said, is Women's Month. Women's Month. Any issues on your minds? Because we've got some things to talk about this month. It's our month, ladies.
It's our month. Yes.
So funny. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us
Happy
this
Monday.
morning. Have a blessed week. We love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.